There you go. So, it is Friday, April 29th, 2022, and I'm out here at our on our deck because it's a nice day. It's a nice breezy day. I don't know if you can tell, it's a gentle breeze blowing, and you can tell by my hair how it's doing. I can hear it very, very gentle whispers from the leaves in the branches above of the tree. So it's always nice to be out here and bond with Sushi. So I don't know if you're able to get outside with your dog, sit outside somewhere. Or if you live in the city like New York or something like that, maybe you can walk down the street to a park nearby or something like that. Um, or maybe, I don't know, back in the days we used to sit out in the stoop, we called it, the steps out in front of the building. Or we had folded chairs, which I don't think they do that much anymore. I don't think so. So anyways, I got a few things in this bucket, and most of the things are stuff to groom her with. Like combing and brushing her hair. I got different combs. I have this brush that is the hairs, they're made of boar, so the bristles are really soft for her because she's got a very sleek coat, and you have to have a soft brush for her. So I like to brush her every she doesn't need it all the time because she has short hair and she doesn't shed that much. Her, I guess the breed she is helps with that. But the more you brush your dog, no matter if short or long, it's better for you if especially if you brush them outdoors. The more you brush them, the less they're gonna shed inside. I mean, you can brush them inside, and it's still the same thing whether you brush them indoor or outdoor. I like doing it outdoors because I have that benefit, thanks to God, that I can sit out here and brush her outdoors. Even when I traveled up north in the winter time, and back then that I had Michaela, not her, but I had Michaela then, I would brush Michaela out because I didn't want to brush her inside someone's apartment and have all that hair there. And nobody ever really noticed that she shed that much. If she shed, they would probably see some hair, but not as like a big ball of hair or anything like that, Because what I did was I kept up with the brushing. I would brush her like maybe once or twice a day, or maybe I would skip a couple of days, but I was on top of her. It depends on your dog and how much they shed and the season. Talk about the season. This is springtime, spring season. They're shedding. I believe so she's starting to shed her winter coat, and she's a puppy too, so she's gonna start getting a new coat, and who knows if it's gonna be a little bit of a different shade of color. I don't know, but we'll find out, as she continues to grow and she continues to shed. So what I do is I like to keep different brushes. This one, because I brush her gently with the growth of her fur, I do the opposite, like this, because that loosens up the loose hair. And then I'll go back over it, with it, and I change brushes. I did this with Michaela, and so I'm doing the same thing with Sushi, and Sushi seems to shed lesser than Michaela, but it could be that she's in the puppy stage. It could be the breed, because Michaela didn't shed much either, but between the two, I'm thinking she sheds lesser, but I don't know for sure. It just seems like that now. I use this too to loosen the hairs like that, and everything I use on her is gently because she has a very short coat. Michaela had a short undercoat and a long overcoat, but she was a short-haired dog, no matter. But it was the breed, the cattle dog breed. She was an Australian Kelpie. And Sushi's a Chocolate Lab Retriever mix. So, okay. And then here's this brush. This, you got to be real careful because they're metal. And so I go very gently if and when I use this. But I hardly don't use it much on her. I leave it for, like when I really need it. This is another one. And this one, you can push the hair out. We haven't got there yet about this one, but I still use it on her just to get her used to the texture. This is a good one. It's a rubbery one, and it has an edge, so you can just kind of, this edge right here, you can kind of slide out, you know, some of that. It's really like a squeegee. This is good when I take her a bath and I want to squeeze some of that water out. It's good for that. And it's good like if you have you know, if any of her fur would get on furniture, you know, any of that hair, you just can brush it out with this. It helps with that too. And this flea comb, this is always good to have. And then with her fine hair, that she has such short hair, this is just so perfect. It goes right through. Even she, thanks to God, she hasn't had fleas, because since she was a pup, I kept her and maintained her on Next Guard. That's one of the best ones. I don't change it up, and I don't go cheaper, because I don't play with that, because any bite can be serious. And another thing is, and it can probably even be fatal. I'm not too sure about that, but I kind of think so. The thing is too, you don't want cheap stuff, you know, because chemicals, you know, inside their system too. I mean, they're all chemicals, but I think the better the product quality, safer for your dog, more reputable, supposedly. So anyways, I do that. I keep her on that monthly, and I go to this vet where it's a lot cheaper even than what I researched online. So anyways, and this is the one that I first showed you. Okay, and then I have this makeup brush that I got either from TJ Maxx, Ross, or something like that. And this is another thing, you know, maybe to lather her. It's just so gentle. And then if I gotta clean her paws, I haven't used it on her yet, but I'm planning to use it like maybe when I want to gently wash her paws. So there's a little bit of excess hair in here. Bang it out. All right. Oh, I just broke the bucket. No biggie. We got other buckets, and we can always get these at the $1.25 tree now, because it's no longer a Dollar Tree. So it's $1.25 tree. We can get another pail, no problem. I just like pink. But we'll use this one in the meanwhile. So anyways, I hope that helped. You know, and I hope that was useful. Oh yeah, I have another brush that I use on her that I absolutely love, and that is this one. It's a glove, and it's breathable on one side, and you can also use it when you're bathing her. You know, like when I can use it when I'm bathing her. I can use it because you won't be bathing her. So anyways, excuse me. So this is really soft and gentle, and I love it. And it has a Velcro, keeps it in place, and it's pretty tight here. You know, it's tight, like with comfort tight. And so that's, and I still yet have one more brush, and it may just be in the van, and it's one of those, it's in the Dollar Tree, $1.25 tree now, and it's a brush that's round, kind of octagon shape. It's about this thick, and it's about as big around as your palm, and it has a ring on the top, so you slip your finger on it, and so the bristle part, which is hard plastic bristle, is like, you know, you just go like that. It's meant for humans. Like, all these brushes are human brushes that I use on her. Maybe about 2 or 3 of them are not, and one comb is a flea comb, and the other combs are regular combs, because I even use different type combs, all kinds of different textures. I practice with all kinds of stuff. So yeah, so you know, sometimes I put organic coconut oil on her belly to keep her silky, or all over her coat. She's got a short coat, so it's really cool because she dries fast, and you know, things get absorbed into her much quicker. Like that coconut oil just goes right, blends right into her, and it gives her such a beautiful, lustrous shine. I don't do it all the time, but I do it once in a while, you know. So it could be done all the time. I just don't do it all the time, you know. So let's take a look at her. She's just chilling. She's chilling there. Yeah, he's chilling there. Huh? Look at her face. She's very tired. She just finished dinner, but dinner or breakfast is always training. So a lot of mental stimulation and some physical stimulation too. So she's very tuckered.